Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone that can hear the sound of my voice, to this week's edition of the Petty and Ill-Informed podcast, where we venture our petty and ill-informed opinions about a variety of topics. Joining me is Phil and Nikki. Phil, Nikki, how are you both?
Doing good.
I'm quite well, thank you for asking.
Yeah, see, I find that if I say the intro slowly, I tend not to trip over my words so much.
Oh, wow. So how are you doing?
Pretty good. So, Flo, an apology. I accidentally deleted Skull and Bones while trying to install an update for it, so you can have some Warhammer Dark Tide instead. I'm sorry, my bad. We'll reinstall it for next week.
We'll never forgive you.
I mean, you know, Halloween and everything. I mean, come on.
Yeah. There's not a Halloween. There's a Halloween event in other online games I play, but not in this one. There is an event, but it's not Halloween themed. So.
Oh yeah, and then of course Headless Horseman, talking about games. I haven't played World of Warcraft. Wow, for a long time. So, but I remember this time of year was for the Headless Horseman. Nice little activities there going on, and that was quite fun.
Yeah, they still do it every year. But they've added new things as well. But you can still, I have yet to get that stupid horse. I do it every year. It has never dropped for me.
Oh,
yeah, and I've been playing since like Burning Crusade.
Okay, I stopped playing even before then. I mean, I think the last time I played WoW was probably around 2014. 2013. It's been a long time.
Mists of Pandaria was the last one I played, and it had just gotten so stupid, the expansion packs, I just didn't want to play it anymore. Plus, it was an April Fool's race that they made the main part of the story, and I was just like,
I think that World of Warcraft has just gotten better. Expansion after expansion after expansion. It's like they've learned what makes their players happy and what doesn't, and they've made it a lot easier if you've never played to just pop in and be able to play now. You're not going to have to go through 20 expansions.
I've got the Tankard of Doom. What was it? The Tankard of, is that what they call it? The Tankard of Doom.
I'm not
from
sure.
The store.
Yeah.
From Oktoberfest?
Huh?
Oh, I was like, from Oktoberfest?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got the Frostmourne letter opener and a T-shirt from the Blizzard store.
Cool. No, and this is a real. I mean, this is the real deal. It's like it holds like 2 liters of Coke or a full 6-pack of beer. And it's an actual ceramic stein or
that's nice.
Oh God, it's cool, and it looks just like the one in the game. So it's pretty awesome.
I've always wanted. There's a T-shirt that says "Priests do it in church," and I've always wanted it.
That's great.
Just priests do it in church.
I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to you.
You should. That's awesome. Yeah.
So I do have a topic lined up because there is absolutely no weird news. I had a good look around and I couldn't find anything interesting to talk about. So I did come up with a topic for us to talk about. But before that, Phil, you've been in the Bigfoot world for quite a long time, right?
Since since my experience when I was 16.
Right, and obviously I dipped my toes in, I was there for the end of Team Taser and Zen Yeti and that whole bullshit. And
that was like a re-emergence for me, because I mean, I had not thought about doing Bigfoot. I was just doing my Super Soylent stuff.
Yeah.
And then when the Team Taser thing came out, I kind of switched gears a little bit. But yeah, it's been a while.
And obviously you ran your Power Breakdown channel, and I have my blog. And
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we were both pretty involved with the Bigfoot world for quite some time.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever heard of a bloke named Jason Miller?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah. So I was over at the Bigfoot Hoaxers Exposed because, you know, I do sometimes log in to Coalition and Bigfoot
Yeah.
Hoaxers just to see what's going on. You know, it's very rare anything piques my interest. But Brent Dill was there, a friend of the show. We've had him on a couple of times.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about this bloke called Randy Harrington,
Okay.
who, again, I've never heard of.
Okay.
And he was calling this bloke Jason Mills out for hoaxing.
Okay.
Apparently, Jason Mills has exaggerated or, you know, not produced any evidence. You know, the usual shtick, basically.
Exactly.
But I looked into it, and this bloke, Jason Miller, right, has said he's a 5-star reputation for 17 years in the Bigfoot world.
Uh-huh.
So that's 17 years back from today, which would be putting us into, well, the late 2000s. If my maths is right, 2008.
Okay, yeah.
And that moment of time encompasses both you and me's, you know,
Yes.
high time in the Bigfoot world.
Correct.
But I've never heard of this bloke.
But yet he's 5-star rated, huh?
5-star rated, you know, that's like
He must be
am I?
he must be a Bigfoot expert.
yeah, right. Who am I to judge a man who's got a 5-star rating? I never got 5 stars.
Well, that's because you're not a Bigfoot expert.
Yeah, and that's very true.
Neither one of us are Bigfoot experts, but you have to look to people like this guy, Miller.
You have to grift pretty hard to be an expert, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to kind of write a little thing on a piece of paper and stick it to your lapel.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, that's true. I mean, like,
You know.
that's literally, it's not like it's a science that you can study. So
Yeah,
just
you
being an
don't have-
expert is self-proclaimed.
Yeah, you don't have to go to Rome and have the Pope like bless you or anything. You just
Right. You just say that you're an expert and therefore
it.
you are.
that's it. It's like, you
So
know,
you guys can be an expert. You're just not trying.
Nikki, I know that Richard and I can speak for the both of us when we say that, Nikki, you are definitely a Bigfoot expert.
I am.
Yes.
Yes. You
Yeah,
were like
I would
Bigfoot
agree.
catnip. You could draw in them squatches.
That's right. You
Okay.
take one step out of your camper in the woods, boy, and they're just going to come from everywhere.
They are. I might even save like 100,000 of them. I might be Bigfoot Jesus too.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
Damn.
know.
Right.
Right, yeah. I mean, the record
That
for
would
saving
make me
Bigfoot is
be-
28,000. So if you can
Yeah.
save 100,000, that'd put you like in the top echelons, like 6 stars, basically.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah.
6.5, maybe 7.
Oof, I don't know about that.
7's a
but-
bit. I'd say 7.
7's a bit of a fucking piss take. Come on. I
Mhm.
mean, you got to be like top of the road.
So I'm thinking, okay, 6.5. Then we'll go with 6.5.
6.5. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a solid rating.
That's a good solid rating right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna
That's
have
just-
to remember that, and then
And
that
take
way
it-
I can go
yeah.
to the Bigfoot cons in my area. I'm sure that they have them.
Yeah, well,
That's
yeah,
Yeah.
damn right.
6.5 rated
6.5
expert.
rated Bigfoot expert.
expert.
That's what
That's
you need
great.
to start putting, like, for your Discord pronouns.
Right.
Right. Watch the action.
Evening, everybody.
Hey,
Oh,
Oh, what's up?
Hi, guys. Sorry, my kid was watching the Grand Prix qualifying, and the only TV that would do it is the only one that I can connect my laptop to. So I had to sit it out and wait for that to finish. But here I am. So
But
I have at
I-
least managed to turn up. For the,
Well, we're kind of disappointed. I was thinking that, if there was any technical problems, because you're a tech wizard. You're like a tech wizard expert.
I don't know.
A
I
tech
don't know why you'd think
professional.
that. I
Yeah.
don't see myself as that.
Well, yeah, but we've just decided.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Richard?
So be it then. I failed completely, and I so should have done better.
How do you rate yourself, Tom, in stars?
Yeah.
Oh, 1.5 at best out of 5.
No. He's a solid 3.5, I'd say.
Yeah, a 3.5
3.5.
star professional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a respectable
But
rating.
yes,
I'll
but
take
at least it's official. I mean,
it's
you know,
Yeah.
official. Yeah, we've come together and we've decided as
That Tom is
a unit,
average.
that Tom is average, yeah. Mediocre, some might say.
high tech wizard right there. Boom. There you go.
From where I
Safe
started,
pair
average
of hands. You'd let him take your daughter out because you know nothing would happen.
Yeah, I'm sorry that he came in. It came in the middle of an Alfred Hitchcock movie. It's like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, so just to catch you up, Tom, me and Phil are old hand. Well, Phil is, and me to a lesser extent, are old hands in the Bigfoot universe. And this bloke that's turned up out of nowhere is claiming to be 5-star rated for the last 15 years, 17 years. And those 17 years, you know, covers the time me and Phil were like at the top of our game in the Bigfoot world. And neither of us have heard of him. So we were just wondering, you know, where he got these 5 stars from, you know, which governing body, you know, gave him these 5 stars.
And I basically said, in order to be a Bigfoot professional, you just give those stars to yourself.
Yeah, like I said, you handwrite it on a napkin.
Exactly.
You pin it on your shirt.
Put it on a little sticky note.
But Nikki got a solid 6.5 expert rating.
That's right.
That's where we've landed on Nikki, and that should be her Discord pronouns.
Even though I'm absolutely, like I said in chat, associated with Bigfoot haters.
So
that's true. I'm a professional Bigfooter in that I can call bullshit on the non-real Bigfoot stuff.
Yeah, but you know, as a skeptic, I get a lot of that. You know that. I mean,
yeah, I know.
But then I get, you know, people are actually out doing Bigfoot hunting, and, you know, they talk to me and say, you know, Phil, you're really respected in the Bigfoot world because you just don't put up with this bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, so I'm like, oh, cool.
Everybody likes that until they don't.
Right.
Go after someone that they care about. Like, I wrote blogs about Matthew Johnson for years, calling him a cunt, straight up. But I never got as much hate as I did when I went after Sarah Brown. That is the most hate. And like, for the record, she went nuts. Okay, I'm just going to say it. But that is the most hate I ever got, was when I blogged against her.
Yeah, it was like I kind of felt sorry for her because, well, her and John both had, you know, they were very heavy in, you know, Christians. Yeah. And I'm not putting that against them, but they are in a small church where, you know, their pastor was kind of freaky. I mean, he believed in demons and how demons would, you know, get into your brain and have you do things and send things to you and say things to you and show you visions and all this kind of crap. And that's that affected him, affected Jonathan and her both.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh crap, man, this is bullshit. Well, they have since, I guess, come to their senses.
Well, I'll take your word for that. Like I said, I haven't been following Bigfoot for some time. I just it just popped up on my feed, and I was like, "Who is this guy?"
Yeah. What's his name again?
Jason Miller.
Jason Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, Halloween time, Jason. I get it. Okay. Well,
I've got a video of his where he was calling someone else out. I'm gonna watch. And I might even bring my blog out of retirement if it's like that good. You know what I'm saying?
I loved your blog. I thought it was great.
Yeah, me too. I used to read it all the time.
So it was very thought-provoking, man. You were spot on so many things.
But like, I may, because if this dude really is a 5-star Bigfooter, then the word's got to be spread. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
People got to know about this guy.
Yeah, you might just have to come out of retirement.
I mean,
may have to.
I mean,
gonna
just
watch the video.
consider the fact that Todd Standing was once a 5-star rated guy, and then people got to know him.
The people paid attention to his.
People started listening to him.
People actually heard him out. It was like, what? But yeah, I'm definitely going to check this video out. I can send it to you if you want, Phil.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, that's.
I'm always up for a new game.
So yeah, so that was the Bigfoot stuff I wanted to talk about.
Oh, thank you.
The next thing I want to talk about is because I couldn't find any weird news, as I previously said. Tom.
Yes.
Me old mucker. What are 3 things that you hate about the world that you wish you could change?
Okay. Okay.
Ding, ding, ding,
3
ding,
things.
ding,
Yeah, and bear in mind you will be judged heavily on whatever you pick.
ding.
Oh, great. We're going to be here the rest of the show.
The way in which unjust wars can't be stopped would be one.
Okay.
Specifically thinking conflict between
Don't you say it.
two
Don't you
places.
Ah!
Don't you say it.
Yeah, the place between places we don't mention and place and in Ukraine as well. The fact that there seems to be nothing that we can do to stop certain conflicts would be one thing I'd want to change.
That'd be great.
Fair thing to change, yeah.
Another would be just the massively polarized nature of political debate at the moment. I mean, maybe this is even more wishful thinking than the last one, but I mean, now I'm not without giving any opinion of my own on this issue. Just looking at the way the issue is debated. So let's take an idea that say the debate can, in terms of sort of self-ID and things like that, can a person, someone who was born a man, call themselves a woman but still be attracted to women, not do anything to sort of dress like a woman, and find women attractive and call themselves
is that code?
Well, I'm just okay. Can a lesbian have a penis? It says, in short, can a lesbian have a penis?
Well, I'm a lesbian in a man's body, so
yeah.
Well,
here's the answer to that question.
Well, but what without me having any opinion of my own, there are a lot of people, and sometimes these are people I know, and sometimes these are people I consider friends. Some people, especially in the woke brigade, say not only no, but a sort of a real no. It's not only say yes they can, but they also they say that, of course, but they also say, and if you dare to disagree with us, we will have no respect for you at all. We will cancel you in every possible way, and we will group you in with far right people, and say you might as well be the same sort of person who lobs a petrol bomb at asylum seeker hotels, and you just get this real impression of damnation. So that's what I mean, and that happens on both sides. That happens. People. I mean, I don't know. I know far fewer people on the far right than I do on the far left. Well, if those terms are even helpful, which they're probably not. But,
if I might interject, can I just interject here for a second?
Yeah.
I will point out that that's exactly the same reason why I left the Catholic Church.
Oh, what? Because of the slamming of people who disagree.
Yeah, the censorship. How there's no freedom of thought. There's, and you have to think things their way, or you're going to be in damnation.
That's it. Yeah, freedom of thought. I feel you, man. Totally. That's what I mean. I mean, I wouldn't in certain even with groups of friends, I would never dare to play devil's advocate and possible counter a possible alternative point of view, because the stakes would feel just so high. So that's one thing I'd change: the polarized nature of political debate in this country. And finally,
someone already tried to do that, and he was shot for it.
Oh, who? Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
Well, because he would actually sit down and properly talk with people.
He would listen to everyone, regardless of your belief in religion or woke or left or right. And he was always left the conversation wide open and wanted to go, one-on-one and just discuss things. And people just didn't like that. They just felt that he was trying to change things in much the same way that you would like to change things.
Yeah, so, I mean, I did hear that he would, he was. Sometimes people raise questions over how much he edited his content, and if he was ever sort of defeated in debates. That was never shown. But he certainly would engage and discuss with things with people. I don't think that is really in dispute. And I had a friend who was horrified by. And we talked about this about a month ago. A friend who was horrified by just how much people were completely prepared to celebrate his death and take real, satisfaction in that he'd been killed. And I could see why, but that's still somebody's husband and someone's father.
Yeah, it's it seems it's almost the epitome of what you would describe as evil when someone celebrates the death of another person, regardless of who they are. I just think you don't celebrate death. I don't care
Correct.
who you're taking out. You don't celebrate death. And when you do, it's like, well, are you like some kind of a grim reaper? It's like you're.
Well, that's the thing. That's how things have become so polarized. You'd celebrate him losing his seat in Congress or whatever it is. You don't want to celebrate his murder. I mean, they're just reality check.
But your point is clear. Hooray! Now we have another point. Now we have more leeway. It's in our favor. Yay us! It's that kind of thing. I mean, it's like they look at it like some kind of a ball game.
Both sides took it as a yay us. I mean, look at within the first few days of the aftermath, both sides. Even his wife, within 3 days, was on podcasts, smiling and laughing and already taken over the place. They've politicized it on both sides. It's disgusting. It's just sad. I don't either.
No.
Yeah. No. And like, I don't know. Those three things are good, but I don't know if they would be my top three.
I don't think I've got to three. Your top three in a minute.
I think I'd only got to two.
No, you did three.
No, you did three.
Well, the not being able to end wars we can't end.
Yeah.
Ending
political.
The polarized nature of political debate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what was my third?
I thought, wasn't there one after the political debate?
A better job.
A better job.
A better job.
No, there wasn't. I just said two.
Oh, okay. Right, then what's your third one?
Third, they'd start finding a way to make vegan chocolate actually taste nice.
Never going to happen. Never should happen.
Yeah.
Make your wishes realistic. Damn it.
Nothing vegan will ever taste good.
It shouldn't. It's unnatural. We're omnivores.
In all seriousness, for the first time in the last couple of weeks, I've actually begun to be just that tiny bit. No, am I really sure about this? Because, you know, when you look at a curry menu and you can have like, you know, a choice of like, you know, 5% of the menu, or when you go to an off, when I went to last couple of times I went to buy beer, I'm looking at the back of all the bottles and I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Oh yeah, I can have that one. And it's like, really?
Can I ask you though, are you doing this for health? Are you vegan because of health reasons or for moralistic reasons?
Well, moral, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case,
do I really believe in it?
Yeah. Well, in that case, I'd say you're wrong. You know,
you can eat chicken. Chicken suck.
You know, it's like fish is a living creature, and there are many vegans who will eat fish, and then there are vegans
pescatarians.
And then there's vegans who won't eat or won't drink milk because it's out of a living creature. I just think
that's veganism. No animal byproducts, no honey, no milk, no eggs,
no cheese. You know, I'm like, come on.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's me.
Yep.
Well,
no leather shoes.
John. Okay, you just don't check the labels and drink it, and
that's right.
Ignorance,
magic, exactly.
You know, over thousands and thousands and thousands of years. In fact, I would say at least 1 million years, our ancestors were prone to eat protein-based meat. I mean, we have these incisors right here, these canines.
Omnivores.
You know, that's the way we're geared, you know, and I think that, actually just denying what is natural for you based on moral reasons is wrong, because we're killers and we're eaters and we got to have that blood. We got to have that meat. We got to chew on something like that. See?
Well, what I would say is if we were still in as like hunter-gatherers, absolutely. But first of all, I try to be as non-preachy as any vegan can be. You know, I mean, sometimes I don't even tell people, and they're like, you know, I was in a chat group once, and I will get back to addressing your point about the naturality of eating meat. But just down the rabbit hole, I was in a group of friends once, the first group of people I met from Ask Anything. And I dropped in that I was a vegan, and they're like, what? You're a vegan all this time and you haven't told us? I'm like, yeah. And that's when I kind of realized that most vegans like making a massive song and dance about it, big drama, which isn't how I naturally roll. And
like someone who would bash a coconut open on the side of a school.
That's just because I wanted that for my snack. You're never going to believe me, are you?
No, it was the most attention-seeking thing you could possibly do. And as far as not admitting you're vegan goes, I'm pretty sure you've mentioned it once an episode since you came onto the show. Gabby will correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I went for a period of deliberately not mentioning it. But anyway, so with the eating meat thing, the problem is the way we have completely, turned living animals into a production line, and sometimes a very, very cruel one. So that doesn't apply to all meat. I mean, and all dairy things. I mean, I sort of said to myself, one of the things that a moral question I said to myself was actually all these little, centuries long traditions of cheese making in this country. Would I see all that just disappear? Well, no, I wouldn't. What I'm really opposed to is the deforestation of the Amazon, which is caused then to a large extent by the meat industry and needing to grow loads of more and more soy to feed them and things like that, and cattle, and so that's the biggest thing I'm opposed to, is stuff like that. And like drift net fishing, that kind of thing. I really have. That's where I have my
listen. When cruelty can be avoided, And it should be. There's no argument there. When cruelty can be avoided, it should be. It's just like long line fishing for tuna rather than what you had mentioned, catching and accidentally catching other animals into it, like dolphins and so forth.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, but there are fishermen out there that catch tuna properly, and then there are, these communists who, for the sake of trying to do things on the cheap, do it the other way. So I mean, yeah. So you're right. There are definitely immoral things going on there. But I'm not going to change my diet just because that some other asshole is going to be an asshole.
Yeah, and I'm with you, actually, with trawling and drift net fishing. It does tremendous damage, and there are better ways of catching fish.
Yeah, and another one is palm oil. So you have to be careful what oils you use in your food and cooking, because that's a whole thing with the deforestation and all that stuff with the Amazon. Yep.
I like coconut oil for cooking.
Yeah.
I prefer it too. I use coconut oil for everything. I've got like a giant gallon jug of it. I use it in my hair for my hair. I use it in cooking.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But you should see what they're doing to the trees. Those poor trees. I'm kidding.
Well, the palm oil actually.
The palm oil, right?
No, it's the people that are working around it. Like that's where you get them catching chimps and essentially prostituting them, and it's crazy. Like if you look up the industry and the industry surrounding that industry, it's like it'll make you never want to get anything with palm oil in it again.
You're talking about like the collection and the feces in the area and the dead rats and so forth, right?
Well,
Habitat.
the destruction of habitat, a bunch of like they destroy the habitat, but also the industries that pop up around it are just absolutely debaucherous.
Yeah, I can hear that. I hear you.
I'm hoping I misheard you, Nikki. I really
no, I did not. No, they literally will chain up. Will chain up like apes or monkeys or whatever, chimps, and they sell them to men. Yes.
Oh,
gross.
That is unbelievable.
Yes, that's why I stopped like buying, like, is it canola oil that has palm oil in it? Like extra virgin olive oil, I'll go for. But like a lot of our mixed oils, based. A lot of our mixed oils have that palm oil in it, and I can't. I watched like a big documentary on it about 10 years ago, so it's not like it's new information.
Right, and that includes the many that just call themselves vegetable oil, because they're
right vegetable. Yes, correct. Yep.
Anyway, but yeah, extra virgin olive oil from Italy is what I get. It has to have that little green sticker on it.
Yeah,
that actually says it's directly from Italy.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but why buy that when you can get coconut oil for? I get it pretty cheap. Like you can go to most stores and find it in like clearance, because people just don't know about it as much.
Well, I cook Italian, so it's got to be olive oil for that.
Oh yeah, olive oil is great, and the more you spend on olive oil, the more it's worth it. It's kind of an investment.
The flavor is actually incredible if you get the Italian pure, olive oil, and
like people
cold press, And
people sleep on that, and they're like, oh, it's so expensive. But like paying more does actually give you a better product.
Yeah, but you're not like drinking it like Coca-Cola, for crying out loud. You're just using some of it. Put a little on your salad,
Right.
I'll tell you, nothing dresses up a salad better than, extra virgin, pure, cold pressed olive oil. I'll tell you, it just adds some lovely flavor to it.
That's
for all of our vegan friends out there, that's a hint there.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Don't get vegetable. Okay, so what was your point, Richard? I'm sorry. we went on a
point.
tangent. You were talking.
was-
You
no,
were
there
asking
wasn't.
Tom.
Yeah, well, he's mentioned the 3 things he hates he would change.
Mm.
Phil, same question.
What, 3 things?
3 things you hate that you would change.
Well, first of all, I really dislike, hurting women. So it's got to come down. No response.
Yeah, no, I get
No,
what
go
you're
on.
saying.
Okay, go on. No, it was supposed to be a funny. Well, that reminds me. It reminds me of the X-Files, where there's a genie in a carpet, and I know, and then Mulder was allowed to have 3 wishes, and his first wish was peace on Earth. And when he walks out of his apartment building, no one's around.
Yeah, she gets rid of all the people.
Everyone's gone, and all the animals are gone. Nothing is there. And he says, "What happened?" She said, "Well, you wished for peace on Earth. You should have asked for peace on Earth, goodwill towards men, if that's what you meant. But that's not what you said." So anyway, so he had to really think about what his second wish would be. And his second wish was, if you had a wish, what would you wish for? And she wanted to just become human, so she could just go to a neighborhood cafe, sit down, enjoy a cup of coffee, and watch the world go by. So he wished that for her. And that's how the show ended. So that was kind of nice. And that's kind of, that's kind of the way that I'm kind of thinking, is that in a lot of, it's that it would be nice if the human condition was not geared towards
destruction.
Well, greed, basically.
Yeah,
greed for money, greed for power.
Yep.
That's the cause of everything, or lust for power, lust for, so you have greed and you have lust. Anger is okay as long as it's, shown in a certain way. I mean, I could be angry at you and call you a cunt, but we can get over that. I mean, that's just part of conversation. But to converse, and I think that that it would be nice if we could, in fact, talk with each other without all of that distrust, fear, greed, anger, lust, whatever, just coming out to the point where we're going to act upon it.
Right.
It's like there's no self-control lately. And that was my second one, I guess. My third one is, I wish that whoever's granting me this wish would know what it is I really want and grant it for me. That's my third one.
Well, the question was, what are 3 things you hate that you wish you could change?
Oh, 3 things I hate.
That you wish you could change.
Lust,
greed, lust,
murder. There you go.
I hate commercials.
Everyone hates commercials.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, me and Nikki watch them sometimes when they pop up, and we're just like, well, what the hell was that even for? Like, I don't even know what the product was they were advertising.
But then you have to look at the flip side. Let's say, it's like I hate commercials. Therefore, let's get rid of them. Well, the flip side to that is not good. If I say I hate all this traffic in Seattle, and all of a sudden all the traffic disappeared, what would that mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, it's like, sure, you hate something, but I guess my wish would be I wish that I didn't hate things so much to get rid of them. That is to say, I hate this and I hate that, but I want to be more tolerant.
Yeah.
Rather than try to eliminate it and cause more problems.
Yeah. I don't know when that started, that whole, I don't like it, so I can't be around it. I can't talk about it. I can't, hide. And both sides do it.
Be strong. Be tolerant. Be strong.
it's not so
Well-
much tolerant and strong, but like, you know, it's kind of like people that want trigger warnings. Like let's just use them as an example. They want trigger warnings on everything. Well, exposure therapy is a real thing, and running and hiding from the thing that bothers you or triggers you isn't going to help you get through it. It's actually psychologically damaging.
Yeah. What? Yes.
So
no, that's part of what I was saying.
It's gotten, I was just agreeing with you. It's just gotten so much worse. I don't know when it started, but this whole, we can't discuss it, we can't have a real conversation about stuff, you know, I don't remember when it started, but it's kind of bullcrap.
All I can tell you is I've taken risks, and all my failures have made me stronger.
Yeah, 100%.
And they've made me more wise.
As long as you know, take the accountability.
You learn, right, and you learn from your mistake, and you take accountability. You will grow.
I've got this friend who runs this Discord server, and I love her to pieces. She's really funny and really well, she's just funny. She makes me giggle. But she is like so diametrically opposed to me in her viewpoints on certain things. And it does like really irritate me sometimes when she's spouting stuff as if it's fact and not just her opinion. But I stay in that Discord server because for that reason, I don't want to be surrounded by yes men in an echo chamber. I want my beliefs to be challenged, because otherwise, you know, because I'm wrong. You know, I'm not always right. I'm wrong. And I need to know I'm wrong, so I change my opinions on things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I couldn't agree more. I deliberately don't have. Well, I'm not. I don't. Sorry, Tom, talk sense. I don't surround myself with only yes people. I have a very wide circle of friends. I have one friend who I've never really talked politics with him, or I haven't since we were at high school together. And he's quite a distant friend, but apparently he's basically a neo-Nazi. I haven't really, and that was as described by a mutual friend. So it's nothing I've ever personally really experienced myself. I mean, from it, but apparently, well, anyway, that's what I've been told. But I don't, I don't talk much with him. I wouldn't want to particularly start discussions there. And if stuff that he's the one person where I might say, actually, no, this is, you know, like if someone were to go as far as to say being a Hitler apologist or something, then that's the point where, or like, you know, denying known history, things like that. That's the point where I would say I would say, no, enough is enough. And I'm really, I am not going to be around. But that's the only person I know who I could imagine ever cancelling on the basis of any opinions.
Well, you got to remember that, you know, the entire world loved Hitler until the mid-30s.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, did he win? He won a Nobel Prize, or was Time Man of the Year or something?
Yeah,
didn't he?
Everyone loved him. You know, Winston Churchill copped a lot of stick for opposing him. You know.
Yeah, he was very popular because of well, he brought a certain amount of socialism to Germany that really helped the society in general, and I think that he was a powerful political person, and I think that people did love him until, like you said, about the late 30s or so.
Yeah, until they didn't.
But you know, he had people behind him that were crazy. I mean, you get this one thing about you know, if I go back in time, would I kill Hitler? No, because behind Hitler was Himmler, and he was 18 times as bad.
Yeah,
you know,
but
Himmler was freaking crazy.
The thing about that, Phil, is would he have had any power if not for Hitler?
Would the Nazi Party have any power if not for him?
Yeah, because Hitler was the reason that they had any power at all. He was a
He was
charismatic.
he was a very skilled orator,
Yeah,
very
he was-
charismatic, incredibly
Yeah, he was
persuasive.
an actor.
Yeah, so I got to say,
But-
yeah, I would kill him.
Yeah, but I mean, but you did, after the Nazi Party, became powerful. Let's say it was 1938, and you murdered Hitler, then the Nazi Party would continue because it's by that time, it's a religion, and you've got millions of people that are just too involved in it.
And of course, you've got to remember, counter to my point, the Soviet Union at the time was very powerful. So would we have gone to war with the Soviets if Germany had never been the main threat in the first place? I mean, there's a lot to consider in that.
Lot to consider here. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Lot to
you're just in completely different timelines.
Yeah. Right.
You
Right.
know, it's way too much to factor in.
But
what
that's
would
the kind of
the
thing you've
Cold
got to
War
think
would
about
probably
with
have-
time travel.
the Cold War would probably have started eventually.
Right.
Sooner or later. Yeah, I imagine. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
would
If you
it have
could have
been
killed
cold,
Hitler
or
when he
would
was
it have
8 years
been-
old.
Would it have been World War II, but just with the Soviets instead of the Nazis?
Quite possible.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, Stalin had the same, Soviet mindset of taking over everything. They would have definitely taken over as much of Europe as they could, just like they're trying to do now.
And they were way worse than Stalin was way worse than Hitler.
Yes,
You know,
he was
people-
freaking nuts, man.
He killed like hundreds of millions of his own people.
Uh-huh.
He was an absolute bastard and way worse than Hitler. So
Yes.
you
At least
don't
at least Hitler loved dogs. Come on.
know, yeah,
And children. He loved children too.
yeah, it's a shit sandwich, and there's
Yeah.
no right answer there. Okay, so that's Phil, Nikki. 3 things you hate that you wish you could change.
And not us three.
I hate all of you. Please change. No, I don't like the wealth gap when we have someone that's probably a few years away from being a trillionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there's only 9 billion people in the world, and so many people are going hungry. It doesn't make sense to me. I would change that.
Yeah.
It
that's
doesn't
exactly-
make sense that if you have $1 trillion, you could literally give every person on the freaking planet $1 million and it never really touch anything. It's pocket change to feed the world. It's pocket change. 9 billion people. That's it. And you've got billions of billions. So I would change that.
And what would you do with $1 million if someone gave you $1 million?
I don't think. Hang on, doing the maths. I don't think we'd all get $1 million, would we?
So let's see, $1 trillion. Yes, you could. They could literally $9 billion. There's 9 billion people. You have $1 trillion.
1,000 billion divided by 1,000. A trillion is 1,000 billion.
Correct.
So it's 1,000 divided by 1,000 billion divided by 9 billion is the same as 1,000 divided by 9. So we'd all get about $100.
Hold on.
I think.
The point
but we're
is,
just doing math now.
now we're just doing math. Whatever.
Let's just,
Alright.
let's just
So,
get the show
the
moving.
point is, okay, there's a real disparity. Like there are people that are starving. I would change that. I hate the fact that people are starving. That people can work 2 to 3 jobs and they still can't survive. And that's everywhere in the world. And it just seems, I'm with Phil. I hate greed. I wish we could stop it. That's 100% like the root of every problem that we have in the world really is greed.
You know, the thing is, though, if you start out with, well, an idea, you know, Bill Gates has had an idea and he worked the idea. And he really worked hard at it, and it caught on, and sold stock, and it became a billionaire or whatever. Okay, so the thing is that all through that process, he's learned how to deal with the amount of money he had, the financial responsibilities he had. He also, you know, I mean, he like, I don't remember, he had like gave computer systems to people in, you know, Nicaragua or whatever. I can't remember what the deal was, but you know, I mean, but as you acquire wealth, you learn how to handle the wealth and deal with the wealth. But if you automatically just gave somebody, let's say somebody in Uganda, you know, $1 million, he or she wouldn't know what the hell to do with it, and they'd end up losing it and be worse off than when they started.
I think that happened in Zimbabwe when Robert Mugabe threw out all the white farmers, gave it all to indigenous people who just didn't have the history of farming in their families, and they didn't understand how to use all the equipment. I'm not saying that you're incorrect. Like, there are people, the majority of people that win the lottery are bankrupt within 4 to 5 years because they don't know how to deal with it. But there are things that are set into place and set into motion for specific people that aren't for others. Like, once you become a doctor, okay, we're going to pretend that you make 6 figures as a doctor. We're just going to say that. You immediately in med school are given a financial advisor that takes care of that. You're immediately given massive tax cuts and discounts on buying houses and stuff like that. And I get it. They want you to be there. But the thing is like, most of those people come from a good amount of privilege anyway. Like, there's definitely, especially like in the specialty I'm in, a very big amount of nepotism that goes on in order to get the position to even be able to be a surgeon.
So you're saying there's some politics involved?
There's a shit ton. And the thing is like I said, it all goes down to greed. There are ways to teach. There are ways to teach Joe Schmo how to do finances. And that honestly should have been something that was taught by parents and school alike. Like, I know back in my day, they taught you how to write a check. They taught you how to send out bills and stuff. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a reason for that.
They want you to be poor. It's kind of like that woman who got sued by the government because she took her food stamps and made money off of it because she sold the stuff that she made with her food stamps at a baking sale. So she's doing up to 10 years. She would be better off had she stolen the ingredients instead of used her food stamps. So it's like, they don't want you to make money. They want you to stay reliant on them. That's the point.
There's a bit of discourse in the chat going on right now.
Yeah.
Right, so give me a second here.
Well, yeah, the inflation would be throughout the roof. I've already read that stuff, and they're right.
My son doesn't.
In order to give $1 million to everybody on Earth, it would be 9 quadrillion. Okay, it's 1 million times.
Yeah. I did the wrong math there.
Okay, so that's it. Settled. Sorry, Nikki, carry on.
Yeah, no, that's problem. Yeah, they already did that. Sorry, I read it, but we were talking. Yeah, so but I agree with Gabby too. They need the poor. It would drive up inflation. But what I'm saying is he's about to be a trillionaire. I'm not saying you should give everybody their money. I get that, but he could do a lot more. Like, when I hear about like another freaking space race to the moon, like, we've already done that. Why? Elon Musk is actually possibly going to be the next. Yes, he's going to be the first trillionaire probably in the next 5 years.
Who cares? Well,
good on him. Good on him.
what
But
he's
my
gonna
thing
do.
is,
I
is
mean,
like,
he cheated
why?
on Diablo 4 and Path of Exile. You know, he's a fucking moron. Let
My
him
thing
have his
is, my thing is like, when you have $1 trillion, what is left but debauchery? That is the problem. Be a billionaire. I'm happy. Cool. Fine. You know, but like, what are you going to do with $1 trillion that isn't going to be whatever you want? Like, he's already trying to buy like politics and stuff like that. He's got $1 trillion. He can do what he wants. There's no one going to stand up to him. He can buy whatever he wants. I mean, and like I said, at that point, you've done everything. There's nothing left but debauchery, but just sick, twisted stuff.
There's nothing left but the moon.
A dopamine hit, right? And then once the moon's there, what then?
I don't know, but you know, his small homes factory that he's trying to develop for the underprivileged and the poor, he sleeps in his factory. I mean, he sleeps in one of the little homes that he built.
Yeah,
it's like you know, I don't think this man's greedy at all. I honestly don't. I've been following him for quite a while, and everything he's done so far seems that his interest is the betterment of society, not the betterment of his pocketbook.
I disagree.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He's still cheated on Diablo 4 and Path of Exile.
See, my thing is you have a visceral reaction to that, and my reaction to that is this. Like, he really
it really pissed me off.
I get it.
It really pissed me off.
Think about how sad. Think about how sad of an existence it is that you want to be accepted so badly that you paid some nerd to play your game and put you top of the list.
Do you know how fucking hard Path of Exile is?
No, I know. I get it.
So
I'm just saying. I'm just saying that like, he wants acceptance so badly.
But he's the richest man in the world. He doesn't need our
it
approval.
Doesn't matter.
Already
he
won.
wants. He's autistic and he wants it.
He's autistic.
He is. He is. He has autism, and autistic people have a strong desire to connect, and they're not very good, and they're not very good at connecting. At least
he's like what? He's like Rain Man, right?
Yeah, please.
No, it's a spectrum, not a destination, Phil.
Okay. Well, anyway, I was just going to bring up the point that, you know, my son doesn't come from wealthy means by any means. He's done everything himself, and this winter, in fact, he's becoming a nurse. So, and then he'll be available for all these great you know, salaries and so
when
forth.
He becomes a nurse.
When he becomes a nurse.
Right, but he's not going to be given. Yeah, well, that's a nurse. There's a difference between becoming a surgeon and a specialty and becoming. Listen, you give anybody 4 years and half a brain, or even not even one, have them go to Concord, they can become a nurse in 4 years.
Oh God.
Right,
I'm serious. I'm serious.
Disparaging.
I'm not, because that's my crap. I'm just saying there's a difference between becoming a top shot lawyer in DC or a surgeon in a specialty that provides nepotism and becoming a nurse, which everybody needs. Okay. And so we have a shortage.
There's one more to add to the things I don't like. Envy.
Yeah, I'm not envious. Like, I love my job. I'm just saying that, like, I know how much nurses get made. Even travel nurses, when they make bank, they're not getting paid enough. They're not getting paid enough.
This is going off the rails, all right?
Yeah, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not disparaging nurses. I'm just saying they don't get paid. Like, they don't really get, unless they're traveling or busting their butt. Like, sadly, they don't get paid enough.
Yeah. So it's basically with you, it's the haves and have not, and the haves are not good people and the have nots are great.
No, I think that there's a specific amount of have. Like I know millionaires, like personally know them. You wouldn't know it. They're very helpful to people. They're amazing.
But they've got money.
And like, but the thing is like, I think if you're in politics, that automatically puts
they
you
probably
in
came from, you know,
place.
a good family and they got them into a great college, and that's how come they're millionaires now.
Well, I mean, like,
It must
technically,
be all
yes,
of the
that's what happened with
privileges.
him.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know.
saying that you can't come from nothing. I'm saying that it is a different slog. Like nepotism definitely makes it different. And if you want to become as
So your argument's basically
successful-
against nepotism.
my argument is nepotism, but also in order to become very successful and to make a lot of money, you have to crack a lot of eggs of people
Or
that
bust
like
a lot of heads.
yes, you do. You
Or
have
cook
to
a lot of
do-
meth.
You have to do a lot of shady crap to make that kind of money. You have to make really awful decisions to become a billionaire. You have to have stepped on so many heads to get there. Unless you just have an amazing product that you patented and licensed out, chances are nah, like it's nepotism.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
Sounds like a formula.
Right.
Okay.
Let's let's just, take a breath.
No, we have it's the end of the
Yeah, it's
podcast.
the show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but we didn't get to my stuff.
Oh shit, we really didn't. Go on, Richard, quick, go for it.
Damn you, Tom. And you over explaining
Well, I
things.
haven't said anything for ages. I'm busy reading about.
We had a half an hour
Reading-
diatribe on your veganism.
No, I've done the math. It was more like 23.89 minutes divided by 4.
All right.
Coconuts smashed against the wall. 4 coconuts smashed against the wall.
All right. Well, that'll wrap us up for this week. We will return next week. Despite the hopes of many, it's good night from me, and it's good night from them. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.